Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, we give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
With double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone, Tasha's truth and rule well. Citations to Jehovah, Christian's truth and all sincerity. We are brothers of GMS Kansas City Camp. Come with you another sit down through the spirit. Basically, want to get right into it, man. One thing to be in a mindset that's going to fastly approach is a famine of the word, and along with persecution. And the spirit that's pushing for this to come out is that news post that Kanye did on Twitter, and he did some other stuff on YouTube. But basically, he was going into he directly called out Amalek, and said that, hey, we are the real JEWs, and that they're not, And he basically said he wasn't going to go DEFCON 3 on them. So once the truth has spread out to a certain point, a certain level, Esau is going to get back into a corner, and he's gonna act, And once you got it to a point to where you have somebody on a major platform like that that's bringing this much light on the truth, they backed up right now. So that means they're going to try to really shut us down, because the first thing they labeled his comments were anti-Semitic. Now, he made another post saying, how could my comments be anti-Semitic when I'm claiming the truth that so-called black people are the real JEWs? How could I be anti-Shem when we're claiming that we're of Shem? That doesn't make any sense. But yet, anybody and everybody is allowed to declare themselves as the real JEWs, except for niggas, except for Latinos, except for Native Americans. How dare they do that? So this means that, hey, they're gonna want to shut us down real soon, and this is fast approaching, because this thing has spread enormously, enormously, man. So we're gonna get right into it with some precepts, man. You call for Amos 8.
Well, let's go into let's go into the persecution as well. What's that? Luke 21? Matthew's 24th chapter.
I had a quick one.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
This is Isaiah 29, verse 19. It says, "In that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness. The meek also shall increase their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off, that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught."
That's right, man. Right, they make a man an offender for a word, because, like the brother was going into how he made some valid points, but everybody is writing him off as a bug out. Like, you got this bitch, Jamie Lee Curtis, talking about Mike grandparents. Like, you was a terrible actor. Like, I hope Mike gets your ass for that shit. Yeah. But regardless of that, man, the people are coming against us as a collective. So what's happening is, among these small hats, they're sending a group, or they're sending particular beacons out to these celebrities and these people of upper echelon of society to come against people that's speaking out against this word. Because remember what Jamie Lee said? She said there's a rise of fascism. How you say it?
Fascism.
Fascism. On the rise around the world. Mm-hmm. So what do you think she was alluding to? Mm-hmm. The men of the Lord, the prophets waking up, speaking this thing. Because, hey, this word is going global, brothers.
Right.
Everybody's seen it. Everybody knows about it.
Mm-hmm.
No matter if you try to turn a blind eye, they may try to keep it on the wraps. Regardless of it, the word is going out at full speed, man.
Yeah.
And the Lord purposed it, man. So.
Yeah, the brother said it in that precept, man. He said read that part again, out the first part. He said basically like the blind man, they're gonna wake up, they're gonna see.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 29, verse 18 again. "In that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness."
Yeah, man. So there's gonna be a lot of people that don't may not have ran across the Israelites, but everybody's heard of Kanye West, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Regardless of what the Lord ends up using him for, whether he's of the elect, not of the elect, whatever you want to believe, this guy's well known, man.
Kind.
And the Lord can use anybody to raise up the elect.
Hey, can we say that the Lord said he could raise up stones to raise up the children of Abraham?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's a cold-blooded thing.
Yeah, if he could raise up a stone, he could use that.
You can use a nigga like Kanye.
Yeah.
And Kanye has a very notable influence on
Yeah.
Jake, man.
Yeah.
As much as he's bugging out, I still fuck with Kanye College Dropout album, man.
Yeah.
So,
Man,
man, cold piece, man.
Man is
Sure.
Talented, man.
can't
You know, he
say
got the
nothing
beard and shit, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Con.
So, hey, man, Kanye, man, hey, you better repent immediately or they gonna try to take you out, dog. Because, hey, honestly speaking, you about this close for them putting the rope around your neck. Because, like this brother said it in a group chat, he said, look, every time your MK Ultra wear off, you come with the whole Hebrew Israelite thing. You know? So now they gonna defame you. And wait a minute, just show how much of a hypocrite this devil is. Because look at it this way. If he said that blacks are Jews, can he scream anti-defamation? How y'all coming at him?
Yeah.
Can he scream at y'all? Can he scream anti? Well, he can't say that, but let's just say in a roundabout way, he should be able to scream anti-Semitism too, because
Right.
blacks are Shemitic, man. And that's why the
Yeah.
brothers got the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. It goes into it,
That's right.
you know.
Con.
So you see how how fucking hypocritical you Edomites are.
Right.
You are not the people of the book, man. You don't fit a prophecy in the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
And you know that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why all of those organizations are set up to so quickly defend it.
Yeah.
You got the Southern Poverty Law
JDL,
Center.
yeah.
You got the ADL,
Yeah.
Anti-Defamation League.
Yeah.
These are people that have flagging rights on YouTube, meaning if they could just flag your video without going through YouTube,
Yeah,
that's how powerful they deem something you say anti, them, then they can just flag your shit. That's how much power they have. That's how quick they are to shut down conversation. That's why the brother said it. Notice they didn't try to have the argument of who are the real Israelites. They just focused on the whole DEFCON 3 thing.
He's going, DEFCON 3.
Right.
They want to hide that part.
They're sensitive about it. They know.
Yeah.
That's why you have so many organizations to just prove your identity. If you got all of this proof, then why you need so many organizations to protect you, man?
Right, and that's the number one thing right there. What they don't want to know is that they don't want the world to know that they're not the real people and who the real people are.
Right.
That's their biggest bread and butter. That's been the biggest thing they've been holding on to for all these hundreds of years of them trying to wipe out the whole world. 'Cause they did this shit in stages, man. Started during the time of the Greeks. They started their whitewashing shit, knocking down statues, painting over shit, breaking noses off. Then what? They came during the times of the Romans. They continue to do the shit. And then you got towards the Renaissance period. This has been a big part of Esau's plan, is hiding who the real people are, convincing who the real people are to go away from the power so they can keep their demonic power, okay?
and influence.
And then influence the rest of the world of that. They're the chosen people.
Right.
You know, and really y'all the vagabonds of the earth, man.
That's right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8. It says, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth."
There you go.
And that's
So-
it.
Yeah, it's like, hey, no matter what, all that lies is backfired because you further bring out the
Yeah.
prophecy that we would forget ourselves, and there's also prophecy that we would, in the land of our captivity, we would remember ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So you just pushed the prophecy and made it a big stamp on it, man.
Right, because Amalek, they ain't never forget themselves, man. Okay, you got those from the Khazarian Empire, you got those Sephardic Jews, and they converts, but nonetheless, they never went into a whole thing of forgetting who they were.
Yeah.
They just stole the identity because Jake didn't want it, so to speak, and we the one that cleaned them up. But I got a precept real quick. This is the book of Ezekiel 36:5. It says, "Therefore, thus says Yahweh, or the Lord Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and all Idumea." We know that the Idumeans are the East Edomites, man. Okay, you people that appointed our land, you people that's on the TV, you control the news media, you control the NBA, you control the world, the music industry. You are the Idumeans, man. Okay, you are the biblical Edomites. Okay, and it says here, which against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession, with the joy of all their heart, with the spiteful minds to cast out for a prey, man. And hey, you despise our people because hey, every time we say who we are, you want to come against it, man. Like, what's that bitch that on YouTube? Ain't she's like a Jew broad?
Susan,
Susan, she's like a Amalekite, ain't she?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. So that shows you right there. They show who's in power is the people you can't talk about. But we're in a book that says that the Israelites will be in power at the end of days, man. To have control over banks.
Yeah.
To have control over these particular platforms that we able to voice our opinion on.
Right.
I thought the Israelites was going to be in captivity in the ghettos and the slums and the Lobatos and all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell we don't own no goddamn banks, man.
Right. Right.
Susan Wojcicki.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
A
Wojcicki.
small hat, man.
Ask yourself, how does 2% of the population own 25% of the NBA?
That bitch. She on YouTube.
How does 1% own 99% of the world's wealth?
Yeah.
But they're Jews, right? And Jew was actually a derogatory term.
Right.
Okay, Jew derived from the word Judah, which means Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, that's southern tribes, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that was a derogatory term. Israelites didn't go by that shit, man.
Right. Because at a certain point during the Hasmonean dynasty, it became more of a name of the land because the name of that land was called Judea. And it later became a Roman province named Judea. So everybody that lived in that land, regardless of their ethnicity,
It was called
all started
Jew.
going by
the term
Jew because of the geography that they lived in.
Yeah.
But our real name has always been Judah. It's always been Benjamin. It's always been Levi.
You know, broken up into two kingdoms, man. The house of Israel, which is the northern kingdom, and then the southern kingdom, the house of Judah.
Right. That's why the scriptures say that not all that of Israel are of Israel. For roughly paraphrasing,
That's right.
because you had a lot of people living in that land. The land claimed to it. Ishmael. That's why Paul goes in about the son of the promise, and then the son of the flesh,
Yeah.
and the son of the promise.
I
You know.
But the
Yeah,
reason
Galatians 6,
we bringing this out
Galatians 4. it's like-
regarding Kanye and the whole situation is because at the end of the day, this is gonna fall upon the true men. Cause Kanye West is not a main part of this story, man. The main part of the story is the elect. You see, so with him saying that the black people are Jews, they're labeling that message as anti-Sem. So that means they gonna put you next to the in a group of being in NASI. You know, I can't say the real word; they might flag it. You would Nashi.
N-A-Z,
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Now you a Nashi.
Right.
So now once they put that message next to that, what do you think they're gonna do to the men on the highways and byways proclaiming that every week, man?
Mhm.
They gonna see you nothing as a black Nashi, man.
But the head motherfucker over there was a Malachite, man.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Right.
right. Yeah. Hitler himself, he was.
He was a Rothschild, man.
Right. But everybody that's flying these Ukraine flags right now
Yeah.
for that war over there, that
Yeah.
whole thing is
They don't know.
are them.
Yeah, it's all it is. They hijacked the gut. Yeah.
They just moved over from Germany and Austria over into Ukraine.
Eastern Europe, yeah.
And you can't tell them apart because they all the same crack of con, man.
Right.
Right.
Esau, man, you gotta fucking go, bro.
Appreciate
It's hold on, brother.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's a shame that it's a crime to claim who the hell we are.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a shame when we can't say who we are,
Yeah.
but we get to go by the derogatory terms African Americans.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hispanics, black people.
Yeah. Kind of. But that just proves how it was back in the slavery world, man. And he was like, "What's your name, boy?" Toby. Your name is Toby. We literally couldn't even go by our own name.
By force.
You know, and it's no different today. We can't claim our own identity.
Well, let's real quick and bring it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Deuteronomy 28:37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither Yahweh shall lead thee. Now, this is that point that the Ark brother just brought up, man. You know, that right there is prophecy within itself. That is something that was promised to happen to who? The Israelites will be called these things.
Yeah.
The rest of your nations got to worry about shit like that, man. You know? If you so-called Asians, the only thing you get called is what? A gook?
Yeah, they don't say that no more.
They don't really say that no more.
Zips.
You know?
They had the Asian hate crime.
Look, nobody really cares about you fucking
Right.
dukes, man. Y'all background characters anyway, man.
Right.
This is a battle between Jacob and Esau.
And Esau.
That's what's really the real main storyline here.
And that's the reason why niggas are always trying to say the white man. You notice every time the argument in the Christian church, how can a white man get saved?
Right, yeah.
They never ask about Ishmael. They never ask about Moab. How can this fucking devil get saved? This devil don't give a fuck about you tribes, man.
Yeah.
What has the white man done for you, man, besides give you slavery and spoon feed you a bunch of lies, man? and degraded you every chance he's got.
That's right. Could you run that precept you brought out one more
Yeah,
time?
sure. Come on, brother. This is the book of Ezekiel 36, and I'm starting verses 4. And it says, therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of Yahweh thy power. Thus says the Lord Yahweh to the mountains, and to the hills, and to the rivers, and to the valleys. Oh, Salakia 5, my bad. Therefore, thus says the Lord Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and all against Idumea, all Idumea. It says all Idumea, okay? Yeah. All you tribes of Esau, man, from the head dukes of Edom to you lower level crackers, man. Okay, you Temanites, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Amalek.
And it says here, residue of the heathen against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession.
Yeah, that's the point right there I want to bring out. Yeah, that right there, they did that shit during the time period called the Balfour Declaration. Mm-hmm. That's when the motherfuckers got put in that place, man. Mm-hmm. That was never your fucking land. You appointed it to your own possession. Mm-hmm. You have no evidence that you guys were born there and belong there. Nothing, man. There's no archaeological evidence showing pointing that you are the people there. Right. And it shows, and if you do dig it up, it's going to be all people of color, not you Edomites, man.
Right. Well, I mean, you go south of Jordan, I mean, you got the land of Edom there, okay? But nonetheless, they didn't dwell necessarily in our provinces, man. Right. We live separate among them. But regardless, that's not your land.
That's right.
Okay, that land belongs to the Negro, Latino, and Native American, man.
Right.
Didn't the scriptures say that we should not see it again? So how the fuck are you heathens? How the hell can you claim that, man?
Yeah.
When the Most High said, Deuteronomy 28:68, when it says that we should be brought over here in cargo slave ships, and thou should not see it again. That's talking about our homeland, man. Yep, niggas ain't got no land.
That's right. None of us got anything we own there no more. But I had a precept real quick, and I'll go back to yours, bro.
Yeah, you got it.
To go with brought out Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. So right there, this is a prophecy in the future, tells you that there's going to be a group of people that have proclaimed to be the real people and are not. Who does that apply to, man? Because for all these hundreds of years, you've been the motherfuckers calling yourselves that, man.
Yeah, but that's talking about Jake too, though, man. Because you got to understand, during the time too, like you had a lot of those Jakes, man, like under not the Hasmonean dynasty, but what's this guy's name, man? The Herodian dynasty. You had a lot of niggas, man, that followed behind the beliefs of the Roman papacy at that time too, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That came against Yahweh Shai. So you 2/3 Jakes, man, that came against the Lord, from you Zealots to you Sakari sects, hey, you gonna have to bow down before the Lord too, man.
God.
Because a lot of you Israelites, man, that claim to be in this faith, man, a lot of you ain't right either. You know? But back to the point the brother was going into, you Edomites, that definitely don't fit you. You're definitely not the people of the Bible.
Yeah,
For one thing, you're lepers. You're lepers. You know what I'm saying? You have control of the world's wealth.
Yeah.
That wasn't end time prophecy for our people.
Right.
And you have no fucking talent. You ever seen a fucking Amalekite try to rap, man, with them shit locks on the side of his head? That shit is the test.
Wow. Look at Satan, man. That's Amalek, man.
Yeah.
What about now? Can y'all hear us?
Susan Wojcicki.
You say we good now?
We good?
If we good, put an emoji. Say put this stuff on the
We
comment
don't have to
board.
get that sound back, man.
That's the devil, man.
As soon as we said Susan Wojcicki, she hopped on there.
Yeah,
She said what?
should have kept that page up. We good now.
Yeah, we good.
Hey, how long the sound been out?
Yeah, we on that. Guess we good now.
Fuck. Damn.
What y'all wanna do?
Fuck it, man. We gonna figure it out. We gonna have to probably re-upload it because I'm pretty sure, even though it didn't upload through the live stream, we gonna probably when I'll figure something out, man.
Yeah, Salakia, man. You know, at the water for the brother Gabar, man, letting us know. He just sent me a text.
Hey, man.
That's
You know
the
what?
devils.
Fuck you motherfucking devils, man. Don't matter what you do. You can cut the sound. You can do what the fuck you want. But you still fucking going down, man.
That's
all right?
right.
You still fucking going down, man.
That's right.
You can cut whatever you want to fucking cut.
Yep. Because we brought out that Corinthians. You can do nothing.
You can't do nothing for this truth, man. Guess what? Yahweh Shemai Shai is still gonna raise us up, man. You fucking devils, man.
Hey, that's the spirit though, because we were starting the spirit of the lesson, a famine of the word, man. They want to cut this word from going out, man, and clearly that's exactly what they did. You just brung out exactly what we're leading with the precepts, man.
Mm-hmm.
You want to stop this truth from coming out, man. But why? Because you backed into a corner and you scared, man. Because we brung out a lot of edification and articles and so on and so forth in scriptures to back up what we're saying. Through the Spirit, Lord's will, the first part got recorded. May not get recorded on the live, but Lord's will, the first part will get recorded and we'll upload it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. We just gonna read it back, man. We was going through the SPL, the Southern Poverty Law Center for radical Hebrew Israelites. And it says since the late 1960s, the radical Hebrew Israelites' ideology splintered to form increasingly anti-Sem, anti-white, anti-sugar boy, xenophobic, and misogynistic sets of groups who preach that they and they only are the true Israelites of the Bible, and perpetuate the anti-Sem belief that the so-called Jays have stolen their identity and birthright.
Right. Which is nothing but facts.
Kind.
Nothing but facts.
Yeah.
Right.
And then,
Right.
yeah. And to say the continued struggle of black indigenous people of color in America can find clear similarities in the narrative of Judaism, particularly the book of Exodus.
Right. And that's what y'all worried about.
Yeah, let me get
Because the
this.
similarities are clear.
Yeah,
They're
kind.
very clear. These black churches are played the hell out.
Kind.
Nobody's listening to y'all anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that you're full of shit. This conspiracy theory about who these so-called Jays are, and then they're catching more wind on the internet. You're starting to become made bare, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, real quick, Salaki, for now, when
No.
we're doing live stream, somebody always have the live stream pulled up on the phone. Just in case, that shit ever happens again.
Yeah,
Mhm.
kind of.
You know what I'm saying? That way we know, because we didn't even see what the brothers were saying, man. I'm like, fuck, they've been telling us the whole time, but we ain't been paying attention to it.
Yeah,
Kind.
kind.
Yeah.
Lord's will.
It's like Yakin.
If we do have sound, we can just all repost it. Make sure it's on our own channels. Because if we got sound, we could push this thing out 3-4 times more, man.
Yeah.
Make
But
sure the word get out.
I had a precept to what that said, because it said we have similarities to the Exodus as far as what we go through. But this is Jeremiah 16 verse 15. Verse 14, it said, "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north,
Yeah.
and from all lands whither I had driven them, and I will bring them again into the land that I gave their fathers.
Yeah.
It don't say a Balfour Declaration.
Right.
It don't say
Right.
clearing after you slaughtered all kind of people during World War II. You're gonna move these fake people in, man.
Right.
That's not what it say. It say the Lord Himself is gonna bring us to the land of Israel.
That's
Right,
right.
brother.
And I got another precept.
Yeah.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know, so the article goes into us proclaiming that only us can be saved, only Israelites can be saved. But then this is in red letter, man. That means who's saying this? Who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ is saying this himself, that he's only coming for the Israelites, man. He's not, that's it. It's nobody else. So you're gonna try to flip that and use it as this is some type of hate speech. Hey, the scriptures is hate speech, man. For you heathens,
Right.
it's also hate speech for the wicked of 2/3 of our people too. But the point is, man, look, he's only coming for Israel, and that's it, man.
Speak is truth, man.
Yeah.
It's really love for our people because we gotta correct them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
But you heathens, it ain't nothing good for you, especially you Edomites.
Right. And that's
No.
balance, man.
Right.
Y'all all about. Y'all never want to hear the. Y'all never want to hear the hate. Y'all only want to hear the love. But the truth is, it's a balanced approach.
Well,
It's love and hate, man. You can't just have no hate when it comes to condemning you.
yeah, that's when you know it's biased now, you know.
Right.
And going back to the point we made earlier, like the whole point about a criminal, a vagabond, and a fugitive, what Esau was doing, he's putting on a disguise, man. He's
Yeah.
a fugitive.
Yeah.
That's that mark, the curse that went back into Cain when the Lord said you should be a vagabond and a fugitive in the earth.
Mhm.
Basically, he's putting on a disguise and he's running from who he really is. And this is the reason why he wants to kill anybody that speaks against who he is.
Right.
Because he wants to hide from that identity. But it's going to come a time, Esau, that you ain't going to look forward to calling yourself the Israelite, man, or the Israelis. You're going to run from that because you know that ain't your title.
Right.
Okay, like we went back to the movie The Fugitive and U.S. Marshals when Wesley Snipes, basically he was using different disguises to get away from Tommy Lee Jones, whatever his damn name is.
Yeah.
You know, because he was on a run, and that's the same thing with you Edomites.
Yeah. That goes back to the Persian Empire, man. When you had Haman, he was basically those were Amalekites inside the Persian court,
Mm-hmm.
talking shit about us. All right, trying to persecute us, man. You were calling yourself the Macedonians at that time.
Yep.
Yep.
You know.
A little bit more. It says the continued struggle of black, indigenous, people of color in America can find clear similarities in the narrative of Judaism, particularly the book of Exodus. Persecution, displacement, and enslavement mirror the BIPOC, which stands for Black, Indigenous, People of Color, which, as we said, that stands for Jake, man.
Right.
People who experience the curses, people who are in the ghettos, man.
Yep.
And it's more than Exodus, it's Deuteronomy. They don't want to say that.
Yeah.
They're not going to bring
The
out
whole
the
book.
obvious.
It's bigger than the
It's-
book.
It's everything, man. Yeah, it's true, man. You know?
It's,
God.
it's all throughout the Bible, man.
Yeah.
All throughout it. And the bro brought up the precept. He says the lost sheep, man. According to y'all were never lost.
Yeah.
According to y'all got scrolls that tell you your father's fathers all the way back to the time of Mashiach.
Yeah.
Y'all were never lost, according to y'all. So how are you the lost sheep
Mm-hmm.
that the Lord is coming back for, man?
Yeah, but when you read, I don't know, the bro Mahaloy be bringing it out. It say the Khazars were converts, man.
Yeah.
This was never your true identity from the genesis of your people. You
Mhm.
took this upon yourself, man.
Yep.
But it says persecution, displacement, and enslavement mirror the black indigenous people of color experience in many ways, both historically and still systematically here in America.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if it still exists, how are we wrong for saying we those people if we experiencing these problems on a daily basis?
Right.
Right, and like I was saying before the camera was cut, the article he's reading from is a terrorist list. Okay, so
Yeah.
they have put us on this list for believing this.
Yeah.
We got put on the list as an insider threat, a potential violent threat, because we believe that we're Israelites.
Well, because they know the threat is coming with the power.
Right.
They know that once we find out who this is, who we are, is going to activate something in us. It's going to cause us to rise up.
Yeah.
They already see the prophecy of Ezekiel 37.
Right.
They're afraid of that. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, they know what else comes with that spiritual power. Therefore, they have to have the particular forces in play already. So therefore, they can make their move when we rise up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like the X-Men. The whole X-Men series was based on the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
They hated these people because they knew that it was a power within these people that was going to manifest when they was pushed into the corner far enough.
Yep.
And the fact that they're going to come after us for teaching His word, that's when the Lord is going to rise us up. But see, Esau, he's not going to have any. He don't have any other punches to pull. He's not going to have a choice but to come after us, man, with his sword. Because he's backed into the corner now. It's like when you back a cat or a rat into the corner, what does it do? It attacks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So therefore, he's going to come forth with us, and the Most High is going to counter that left-hand side with that right-hand punch, man. And he's going to knock this devil out of the park. You know, and I wanted to bring this out again.
Yeah.
Amos 3:1, it says, "Hear the word that the Lord have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth." He says, only you have I known. So what the article that the brother was reading is stated that they claim they're the only ones. What the Lord just said it here, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Yeah.
Okay? Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquities, man.
That's right. That's right.
And then just to back it up, I'm going to read that again. Wait, why he pulled that on the SPL.org. It says, they preach that they and they only are the true Israelites of the Bible and perpetuate the anti-Sem. You see, once again, they got to label our message with being anti-S.
Right.
The anti-S belief that so-called Jays have stolen their identity and birthright.
Right.
But the Lord said, only you have I known, man.
Yeah.
But keep going. It says, for most of the Hebrew Israelite community, the similarity is a source of empowerment and not a cause for condemnation. Well, hey, bro, we that's the thing about Jake. Jake, we get empowered through the struggle, man.
Right.
Especially when we call upon our power, man.
Yep.
Especially when we find out our identity, man. The curse is not that bad when you know that you got the blessings coming to you if you do the right things.
Right. And condemnation is gonna come next, because once Jake find out who he was, you're gonna realize that Esau been gaslighting us the whole time, man.
Bullshitting. Yep.
Telling us, no, you're not those people. You're not only are you not those people, but you're black. This is your culture. BET and McDonald's, you know, your leaders are Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. That's what we've been fed this whole time.
Bitch ass nigga, you the black person, man.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
The fuck you mean, man? You black,
Right.
nigga.
So,
And
so
you dumb niggas, you eat that shit up. Like this stupid nigga Sarnetta, man. You know what? The Most High is gonna kill you unconscious. This dumb nigga. Y'all saw the video that was posted, the nigga lying his hair. These are your black leaders that incorporate that whole idiom of black.
Yeah, Frankie.
Right.
Frankie, man. These are your leaders.
Right.
What brother in this room that you see is black? We're not the color. This couch is brown. Okay?
Yeah.
I'd rather you say we're brown like the couch.
Yeah,
We're closer to this than freaking black, man.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because not only that, man. All these terms are labeled and created by so-called white people. The term black created by so-called white people. The term African, isn't that named after Edomite?
Mm-hmm.
You got what they call
African American.
They classify the three types. You got the guy by the name of Blumenbach. He got the Mongoloid, the Negroid, and Caucasoid.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Blumenbach, yeah.
All right, that's the whole social construct right there. I think the word black was created in 81, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
somewhere around that time.
So all this shit you want to proclaim off of something that was created, man.
Right.
But you don't want to go by what Yahweh Shem Shai created.
Yeah.
And Jake is happy with the narrative. Oh, I'm black,
Yeah.
bro.
That's
That's a mental stronghold right there.
yeah.
That's the ultimate byword, because if you look down the table, what we've been called Hebrews, which is another way of saying Hebrews, because they knew who they grabbed up from the western northern coast. Then you had colored. Then you had not indigenous people, but it was a few of them. You had Hebrews, colored people, blacks, then African American. How many times you gonna fucking change?
Yeah.
Right.
We was in the coast of, when the Spanish first came, we were called the Negroes.
Negro, yeah.
The Spanish were saying black.
Yeah.
Well, what's that in Jeremiah? Thou should discontinue from the
17:4.
heritage.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Yep.
This Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4, it says, "And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not."
Now, which have you Amalekites ever served any of the? Who
Right.
have you served?
Right, you on the
Yeah.
banks.
When did you serve
Yeah,
at all?
Yeah, you said a land that no is not. Shit, when you was in the Khazarian Empire, okay, which you going back into Istanbul, which is modern day Turkey. When you was in them empires, who did you serve, man? Yeah, you was in slavery under Jake, but regardless of that, you knew about the land. Okay, you was put in the land of Israel by political means. You know what I'm saying? And you haven't had any type of issues over there. And on top of that, if you were the real people of the book, you wouldn't have what they call Tel Aviv, Pink City.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right.
completely contrary to what the scriptures speak about, man.
Yep.
Going back to that SPL, man, SouthernPolyLawCenter.org for Radical Hebrew Israelite. It say, for Radical Hebrew Israelite groups, however, the similarities are used as the foundation for their anti-S beliefs, which is the third time they mention this, man. But they're saying the persecution, enslavement, and displacement of our people, we're using that to make our case known so we can seem like that. How can we portray that if this is the life that we live? We live these Deuteronomy 28 every day, man.
Yeah.
Pull that 68, man. What you got, you
Yeah.
Rob?
I still got Luke and I got Ezekiel 20. I go to Deuteronomy.
Let's get Deuteronomy 28, man. And I mean, clearly, when the scriptures goes into yoke of iron, you can Google yoke of iron and it's gonna have those barbells around Jake's neck. How
Yeah, I
can,
can do.
like, dog, like, I mean, they know this, man. But see what they're doing now, they're trying to change the narrative because this is a talking point now among people. Even a common Jake know he's an Israelite, though he might not follow the customs, but he knows.
Yoke of
Okay.
iron.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. "And the Lord Jehovah shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen."
And that's a prophecy, right? Because the scriptures say we will not see our homeland again until this place is destroyed.
Right.
That homeland, we have not seen it. We will not see that current land ever again, man, because that land is going to be destroyed and it's going to be built back up. But on this side, we're not going to see it.
Right.
You people are in it, so you got to go through that. Show us Edomites with walking around in shackles and chains.
Yeah.
Show us that you on a 25, 35, 35, sold to the man with brick. Show me that.
And
Show us that.
on slave ships, getting shit and pissed on, man. Where does that exist?
And those Irish and Brits and Polish people that was and Asians that was on cargo slave ships that got bought to the Americas to build railroads, those were Israelites, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you go to Ireland, they call those they call the Irish, they call them the niggas of Europe, roughly paraphrasing, man. They know that their ancestry goes back to people of color. Go back to Anglo-Saxon, which means angelic sons of Isaac, man. They know that those people were Israelites, man. That's why a lot of times those high level or those prestigious Brits, so to speak, they wouldn't even rent to Irish people, man, because they knew that they were Israelites.
That's
You
right.
know?
I got another precept.
Where?
Deuteronomy 28:48. "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger, in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck."
So if a nigga on a bank, is he in one of all things?
No. Yeah, Hollywood.
No. He got everything already in his hand. It says, "Until he have destroyed thee." And the bro just showed the picture, the image, man, of the yoke of iron upon thy neck, man.
Shit,
So
bro.
there you go.
bro-
That's a prophecy.
Brothers in this room worried if they gonna make fucking rent next month, man. You might not have a job next week.
Right.
You niggas own banks, you control the stock markets, man. You control the dollar, you control the Fed rate, the interest rate. You people ain't in no fucking trouble.
Mm-hmm.
God. Going back, it says, for radical Hebrew Israelite groups, however, the similarities are used as a foundation for their anti-S beliefs. radical Hebrew Israelites, you see they keep replaying that same term, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The more you read it, it's just gonna be in your head.
yeah. Those are buzzwords. Those are buzz phrases, man.
Right.
That goes off when they psychologically program people to hear that. They automatically get a reaction to it.
Yeah.
They're receptive. Like, okay, well, they say radical. That means that these people are no good. When you mention the term black, oh well, these people must be some type of identity extreme. Salakia, you know.
That's right.
Uh,
Yeah, because radical is associated with right hand in hand with physically violent and committing acts of violence and destruction,
right.
bombing shit. Okay, so
Well,
we've been put in the same category as that shit.
But let's just say we were radical, right? Technically, are we justified? If we were, let's just say we were on a tirade of fucking shit up. Look at what you've done to our people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You put him lying in a goddamn zoo all his life and you abuse him. What the fuck you think he gonna do?
Right. Yeah, you fucking people are the radical ones, man.
Yeah.
You took 2 billion acres of land, not even using half the shit. All right. You killed tens of millions of people. You poison your own people. How the hell are we the radical ones?
Yeah.
Right.
We don't have the power to spray ready Roundup on fucking seeds, man. You poison a whole fucking nation, man.
Ready round up.
You turned a whole nation of people into degenerates, man. You turned the black woman into a fucking degenerate, man.
Yeah.
And we're radical?
Right.
Yeah. Hey, peep this, man. It said radical Hebrew Israelites appropriate biblical Jewish heritage to claim an exclusive identity as the true chosen people of the Most High and decry Jays as the imposters and thieves.
Well, I give you credit. You said exclusive. It is exclusive, all right? But you're not.
Bro.
Me a precept.
These people out there
Got the
fucking
fucking
mind.
audacity.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, you got it. Out.
Just
It
going,
says
just
Jewish heritage.
Yeah. How you-
going
It
back.
ain't your fucking heritage, all right?
Yeah, you fucking devils.
And we ain't Jewish, nigga. Ish means like.
Yeah, ish.
Know your
It
suffix.
say
yeah,
ish.
Yeah. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 45. It says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and statutes which he commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
A sign and a wonder. A sign for what? A sign for who you are. For the Israelites, man.
The hell we catch, man.
And upon thy seed. So all these lists of fucked up shit we go through, that none of the shit that we go through, you can say you go through, that's a sign unto us. We are the chosen people. So of course, the struggle that the SPLC is saying, we associate with us. Because it's the truth, man.
Yeah, they know it exists.
Right,
They know the struggle exists. But we
Yeah.
can't say we the people.
right.
How dare these niggas proclaim that?
Yeah.
Anybody else, they may give a fucking Google pass for proclaiming
That's the
that.
spirit. I was just thinking that.
But hey, they ain't gonna say that we allowed to do that.
Right.
You know,
What they gave the list of the
Right.
people that they what it say? What was the acronym they used to describe the black
BIPOC.
people?
Right.
Black, indigenous, and people of color.
All of them used to be
Right.
just niggas on there. Now they included all the shit.
So Esau. So if we're not the people, then who the fuck are we?
We just niggas, right?
Who are we? Where did we come from?
God.
Out of all the nations on the planet Earth, what do we fall in at? And don't say Ham, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Even Ham don't even claim us. We don't. You
Yeah, Ham will smack you for saying that, so be careful.
like hell
Right.
no, man.
And they show you the power of that word black too, because they know it's very easy to demonize anybody in that category. That's why when it says BIPOC, technically black is a POC. Black it's a redundant word to say people of color and then also say black, but they know that word black has a power to it. It's easy for the other nation to look at us and look down on us
Yeah,
and dismiss us.
and it's very dismissive.
Right.
It's like calling Kanye crazy. That when you call somebody crazy, it's very dismissive, man.
Yeah, right, and that's what the word black has become. When you put black behind anything, Esau just tune out. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
That's why they added black and people of color.
Yeah.
Because they know when they say black, that's why we can't get Esau to stop saying black Hebrew Israelites.
Yep.
That's
We just
cold
say we
fucking-
Hebrew Israelites, but they know that word black it's just gonna take it down a peg, man.
That's some cold fucking wickedness, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a cold. Hey, Apostle Dar said that's some cold fucking wickedness when a nigga can take the book and convince you that he's them people and you the people, man. That's some cold fucking witchcraft, man.
Yeah, you the devil.
Yeah, that's some cold fucking wickedness, man. This man, hey, you gotta take, this man, in the kingdom, bro, when we hand out the Devil of the Year award, you gonna get it, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I take my hat off to you for being a devil, because you playing your part perfect.
Yeah.
Devil means deceiver.
Especially the way they coming down on the anti-S, movements.
And think about it. People don't even pay attention to the meaning of words. Devil just literally means deceiver. Okay, now if everybody has a subconscious thought that the white man is the devil, don't you think his whole narrative, his whole existence is based on a lie?
Yeah, you gotta question
You
everything.
gotta question everything, man. You even gotta question that the nigga's eyes is really blue or not. You probably not even about that fucking
You
color,
think
man.
that context they really
Straight
is.
up, man.
That's the shit this man said.
Yeah, man. But look how much energy it took. Look at how many years and centuries they had to just literally beat it out of us.
Yeah.
And then they took them years and decades to go all throughout Europe and take down all of these icons, all these different things.
It was very strategic and
That was an
very
effort,
patient.
bro. That was
That
a hell
that
of
show
an
you how important it was.
Yeah, it was like I said, that's why I was mentioning that. It started all the way back during the time of the Greeks. They started whitewashing and shit. Started doing stages, man.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't allowed to call on our power. We had to go to what's that statue that we had to bow down to? Christos.
you talking about Serapis?
Serapis Christus, yeah. Started with that shit, you know. We had to call upon that. You know, then that's when they start calling us Christians and all this other stuff, man. They were very strategic and very patient in making sure they eventually worked their way into being the true chosen people. Because it goes back into Jacob and Esau, man.
Mm-hmm.
He hated his birthright.
He wanted that birthright.
He sought it carefully with tears, man.
Yeah.
So carefully over these years he has sought it.
Yep.
So now he's forced his way in there in a worldly way of forcing them, I'm the people now. See? I'm in the land. See?
Yeah, he's on the top. He's trying to force and get his birthright back. He knows that it's not given to him, so therefore he's trying to get it back through force. That's what this whole New World Order shit is about. It's basically the kingdom of heaven on the left-hand side. He's like, well, since the Most High don't want to give me the birthright, I'm going to make it, and I'm going to kill his people in the process, man.
Yep.
But you ain't going to kill us, man.
Yep.
At least not the majority of us, you not. Y'all brothers got any more precepts? We're going to wrap it up.
Sure, I'll bring out
Psalms 83 is good, but y'all bring out y'all last precepts, man. We gonna try to get that footage back, brothers, man. I don't know how, but the spirit, we gonna figure out how to get that sound back. Because I know when it goes up through the YouTube algorithm, it's gonna record as is. So if it's not saved to the phone, I don't know how we get it back, but we'll figure something out. We was bringing out some heavy information, man.
Yeah.
So Salaki to you, brothers. That's Prince of the Power of the Air, man.
Yeah.
God.
It's a little bit more in here,
God.
if I could, I can.
You got it, brother.
It say radical Hebrew Israelites appropriate, which means to take somebody else's, which is false. Biblical Jewish heritage to claim an exclusive identity as the true chosen people of the Most High and decry the Jays as the imposters and thieves. These groups seek a divine form of dominance rather than equity by declaring superiority over all other nations, as it says.
Well, you fucking nigga, that's the reason why niggas in slavery now, because they wanted to be equal with your ass.
Right.
Like, hey, they said it. They said, look, before the civil rights movement, that integration fucked everybody up. Jake was doing good without you devil's help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you found a way how to get Jake to come under your rulership based on this whole Martin Lucifer Queen bullshit. Found out that the whole Rosa Parks shit was nothing but a fucking, it was a reenactment, man.
Right.
It wasn't even the legitimate story.
Right. Yeah, there was plenty of women that did the same thing that she did.
Yeah. And it was a darker woman that went through the whole
Right.
degradation of that shit, but they chose her, man.
Right.
So you niggas go, oh, well, we want to be equal with white people. No, you supposed to want to overthrow your enemy.
Yeah.
You were doing better without him.
Correct.
And you dumb niggas want to be hand in hand. Well, I don't want to rule over you. I just want to get the same pay. Esau ain't respecting that.
Right.
Man.
Right. It's like, how dare you say that you think you should be on top?
Right.
How dare you say that you are better people than all these people, man?
Because we are. And you know that.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you pay celebrities top dollar to keep. Without Jake, celebrities, nigga, your kingdom would crumble. If you didn't have Michael Jordans or Michael Jacksons or Princes, You know what I'm saying? And Wesley Snipes or Will Smiths, those degenerates, man, your society would not thrive at all, man.
Yeah.
On this go back to Africa. Nigga, you don't want us to go back to Africa. You be there with the guns at the goddamn at the borders to bring us back over here because your born ass kingdom will fall down overnight, man.
That's why you
You
got
have no
passports.
fucking salt, man. Who the fuck watching hockey? I mean, I'll watch you Edomites beat the shit out of each other.
Dead. That shit
Ain't
dead.
nobody watching you fucking devils, man.
Yeah. God.
That's right,
Even the regular chicks, man.
In your kingdom, you a fucking even in your kingdom, you a low life degenerate piece of shit, man. And anybody that fought you, they gonna, hey, the black woman, you gonna die right along with your fucking guppy, man.
Straight right. Oh, you got something?
Got something, brother?
I got one more.
Go ahead,
It's
Oscar.
the book of Amos, chapter 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. All these words, Esau, it feels the pain of it, man. So he's created things such as the Southern Poverty Law Center, man. He's created these terms anti-Semitic. He's created these terms black and African. All this stuff to go around the fact that there is a chosen people, and those people are the ones that he took. He took the jewels of the Most High, as you know what said, made that statement, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he don't want that information being out. He wanted that blessing. He tried to force his way to that blessing, man. So now, if you don't get this word quick, man, y'all ain't about to get it. You see what happened to the feed?
Yeah, that's
They
that's
cut,
the
man.
famine of the word.
They
That's the
famine
famine of the word, low key.
They
Right,
cut the
bro.
feed, man.
God.
And a very, very edifying feed. They cut half the feed that we just put up, man.
Yep.
And we the opening of the feed was good. Was on. We brought
Yes,
out.
we brought that
Amos
article
8 is
out.
coming out, man. Hey,
Yeah.
that's it, man. They're very upset about the shit that the statements that look like it froze. All right, we're good. They're very upset about the statements that Kanye made, man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, man. They're on their way to stopping this. They want to shut down all the YouTube shit. We brought out the information. We brought out the bitch that owns the YouTube shit. Showed you her face on camera, and what? She's a small head.
They should get up.
You know.
I had a quick precept to back you up there.
Go ahead,
This is book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 8. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall oft be sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then wit shall hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found.
Right, that secret chamber, man. Hey, that goes into this word being put up, man. Okay, the secret chamber, man. Look, man, that's with the men of the Lord. Because this knowledge is not bestowed to everybody like that, man. And when people finally see the prophecies coming to pass, like, remember people was coming past the camp and scoffing and mocking us, man. Look, y'all already know what it is, man, but when it's too late, y'all not going to be able to get this information. It's not going to be readily accessible. Y'all know about the GMS pages and the Israelites. Y'all watch us all the time. But there's going to come a time that when things start happening in this city, Kansas City, and around the world, you people ain't going to be able to find us like that, man. So that's when we going to have the last hurrah, so to speak. We going to shove that shit in your face.
Yeah.
If you get too stupid, then the Lord, well, we don't have to speak on it, but we know what happens from there.
God.
How you going to get twisted up, man?
Because a lot of y'all been playing games with this, man. There's about to be a big influx now. Big influx of more and more people knowing that they're Israelites now. We're about to have more horns honking, more cars stopping and shit and inquiring. Because they're big people that they worship is these celebrities, man. And every last one of these celebrities, the Lord is picking them. He's either killing them or he's making them, quote unquote, bug out crazy and talk about this Israelite thing. That's the
Yeah.
biggest topic, man.
Can't hide it. You can't hide this, especially when you have people on the streets proclaiming that in every major city. You can't hide this
Isaiah
truth,
55,
man.
bro. Isaiah 55 and 10.
Real quick before you get that, man, this is Amos 5 verse 10. They hate them, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly, man. And that's all we do. Southern Poverty Law Center try to make us seem that we're bugged out for believing the things that we resonate with the Bible and we recognize to be true within ourselves through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
And the fact that we had a balls, not only to go out on the highways and byways, but to get on YouTube live stream to proclaim that is an offense to you people, man. Because you know you fucking wrong, man. You know you fucking wrong.
That's right. That's right. This is the book of Isaiah 55. I'll start at verse 10. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from the heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and make it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
What was the word sent, man? The word is sent to the elect. The elect are gonna get it, man. And once all the elect are sealed, you people are fucked, man.
Yeah.
Every single one of you, man. The Lord has recorded everything you've done. Once the elect get sealed, look, like I said, we can't speak on it, but it's gonna be holy hell brought on you people, man. Because this shit is too much, man. You're doing too much. It's to the point your own people are at risk. It's like, goodness gracious, man.
The scripture said they should complain about ungodly father.
Yeah, complaining.
This nigga,
you know,
put us in some shit.
Scripture say, would the robber left some grapes?
Yeah.
You stole till you can't have anymore. You know, you're filthy rich. You're ruling all over the earth, but that's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
You're constantly playing around with nuclear warfare.
Yeah.
You know, but that's all written, man. Because the Lord made you unreasonable. He made you to be an example of how not to be in the earth. Mm-hmm. You're being found out to be a complete psychopath. That's got to be dealt with.
God.
That's right.
And there's only one way to deal with a psychopath. That's torch his ass, man.
Torture.
Match that nigga's energy.
That's right.
That's right, man. Shit, brothers, man. Y'all close us out.
All right, so with that, Lord's will is edifying. We're going to go ahead and close out and give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, that taught the truth and rule well. The side chases to you, hopeful eloquence in his truth and our honest sincerity. Shalom, above, above.
Above, Shalom.
Shalom.